Yeah, yes. I mean, I think that I had issues with the first version. There was a number of reasons. But part of it is federal law already says under 13, you're not allowed to have an account. Now, that's not being enforced. So we're going to have teeth to that. And then for the folks that are a little older than that, like 14, 15, it's going to be, okay, you can't get an account without your parents' permission. So we're empowering parents to be able to make those decisions. I've said for many years social media is a net negative on our society. I think it's a net negative on children. But I also wanted parents to have a seat at the table and not just say if someone's a freshman or sophomore in high school that even if the parent wanted to authorize limited use that we wouldn't provide that option. So I think that that's a good balance there that's being struck. But the stuff for the young kids, that is already, you have the issue with the TikTok stuff where you have 8 and 9-year-olds calling Congress saying with TikTok, the thing is, they're not allowed to have accounts under federal law. It just isn't being enforced. So we're going to enforce that, and I think it's good. And what they did was, it's not even about the content, even though there's problematic content. It's about the functionality, the certain things that have addicted qualities that really draw the kids in and get that. So I think what it does is it's really empowering parents the way it's structured. And the first bill didn't quite do that. And so we felt that they needed to do a little bit more for that. But look, I'm a dad. I got first grade, kindergarten, and pre-K 3. And all 3 of my kids have mentioned things like Instagram and Snapchat. When they do not get that in our home, we don't have it on our devices. They don't use it, but their schoolmates talk about it. These are things that are talked about. So I don't think it's healthy to have elementary school kids, on these phones all day. And one of the things we did last legislative session, 23, when we did the Teachers' Bill of Rights, one of the things that we did to help teachers was say, schools can tell kids that you have to check your phone at the front of the classroom and actually sit in class and learn and not be on your device the whole time. And the districts that have done that have reported everyone's a lot happier by doing that. And so this bill is part of that. How you deal with schools, I think there's a lot, but we really want our kids, I think, to not just be wedded to a handful of social media apps. I don't think ultimately that's something that is going to be healthy for our society as our kids grow up and their kids mature. And the thing is, with parents, I want parents at the table. I wanted to have the parental consent element to that, but at the same time, to just say, well, parents should just be able, they should be able to control everything. As a parent, you just can't control everything. There's all kinds of things that are there. And so I do think parents, would appreciate some support so that this is structured in a way that increases their chance of having successful outcomes with their kids. So that's really what we're looking at. And I'd also just point out, and I've been one that's been saying, not every use of social media is bad. There's kids that use it. There's kids that have learned from it and stuff like that. You have to acknowledge that. But, and I think Grady would echo this, social media is like a predator's best friend. I mean, when they're going after minors, if they can get on social media and have access, oh man, that's all that they want to do. And that's very, very destructive. And when I was growing up, a predator could be in the neighborhood and try to do something, which is obviously a problem. But now a predator can be in your home virtually on a social media account talking directly to a 12 or 13-year-old kid. That's a huge, huge problem.